time we were I didn't go on many morning walks with Srila Prabhupada because I was a rank and filer. Mostly I used to watch the sannyasis and GBC men piling into the cars and going off, but sometimes I went. And one time I said to Srila Prabhupada as he was walking on Venice Beach, that Srila Prabhupada, everyone says that since you've come, the deities are looking even more beautiful. Prabhupada said, that is my anxiety. So I didn't know how to process that. I just stayed silent. Prabhupada didn't say anything more. Then Prabhupada said, that is my anxiety, that after I leave, you will neglect the deity worship, and then everything will be spoiled. Also on that occasion, Prabhupada said, this balcony system is very nice. So this balcony system is very nice. He said, and if possible, there should be separate entrances also for the men and the ladies. Another time on a morning walk, Prabhupada said that these days I am not eating. He said, no, I'm not eating. He said, but I am working. He said, so you are saving money. Srila Prabhupada said, he told a story which probably most of you have heard. He said, suppose some man is walking down the street and he sees some stick. He says, is it worth anything? No, Prabhupada, it's not worth anything. And he's walking and he sees some wire. He says, is it a very valuable thing? No, Prabhupada. And he's walking and he sees some gourd. Is it a very valuable thing? So Prabhupada said, yes, but an intelligent man, he fixes the stick on the gourd and attaches the wire, and he makes a musical instrument. He said, similarly, I have picked up all you American and European boys and girls. I had a question that I'd been thinking about for actually probably since 1968 in different ways. And finally, we were on this walk, well, again, big men, sannyasis and GBC men, and I was there. So I asked Srila Prabhupada, screwed up my courage and asked Srila Prabhupada, that sometimes we see that the spiritual master sometimes from the mundane point of view, we see that the spiritual master makes mistakes. And Prabhupada said, that is mundane point of view. And I said, well, even sometimes we see that in spiritual matters, the spiritual master, he may quote a verse wrong or he may not remember a verse. So, of course, I was pushing it because so many times we've heard Srila Prabhupada say, what is that verse? Or quote a verse not exactly as it is in the text. So I said, sometimes we see, and then so Prabhupada said, again, that is mundane point of view. So just like Srila Gorkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, he could not even write his own name. But he was accepted as spiritual master by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who was the greatest scholar. So we have to see, not from the superficial point of view, but how the spiritual master is preaching and how he's fully engaged in the service of Krishna. And that we have to see. He explained a little bit more about that. It's recorded. So after the walk, the several GBC men and sannyasis jumped on me. You have a lot of nerve, and how could you ask Srila Prabhupada that kind of question? Who do you think you are? And that was offensive. So I was a little concerned. And later on in the morning, after the class, I went up to Srila Prabhupada's room in the Lotus building in Mayapur. And Srila Prabhupada perhaps was just finishing his breakfast. He was just there. I came in and offered obeisances. I said, Srila Prabhupada? Yes. That question that I asked this morning, I said, what is that? I recapped the question. I said, Srila Prabhupada, was that question offensive? Prabhupada said, not offensive, just ignorant.
Going back to Jai Anilo